I'm glad they at least didn't show us the Molotov as well. Dear me. Yangon, though, that is 3 separate teams they've been involved on. It was Team Secret, Ida, as well as Alter Ego, and they just keep going. They just keep going on that one.
At this point, even just off elims alone, I mean, only 4 more to find now. You've already grabbed yourself so much stock inside of this game, and it's very early doors. We're already 17 minutes in.
Yangon Galacticos down towards plenty of teams, and they took advantage of that high ground that Prison affords you on that eastern side. They knew they were lacking information, and they're coming in from that northwest, so they change up the game, and they use the plane map as well as the circle that came through to identify an area on the map that might be a little bit more open. They can start to develop that intel.
The Arena Gladiators swinging and showing us they're handy with steel up against Team Secret, but the clap back from the hillside is Yangon that try and get a spot down and see if it's worth committing to this one. You know, there's been a fair amount of chip damage, and there's even more follow-up coming in as well.
I think when you look over towards E-Arena as well, the fact that they delay them here almost certainly should count them out, because the circle is going to push them in. They are on the short side of it, so it will take a little bit more time, but all Yangon Galacticos really need to do now is just send a couple of shots, a couple of bee stings down towards E-Arena and keep them locked down.
It's not just that Yangon are playing well, it's that Alpha obviously having a real struggle of a game as well. I mean, it's just Shoal now. You have the sideline shots that came in from Falcons as they were trying to make their way over, so it's just down to the solo man.
Again, another game where likely APG is not making it over the match point. Rests on the shoulders of Yangon. Should get at least 4 points off the back, or at maximum 4 points off the back of the arena. This moment will be stolen away by Horror. That could have been right there, right then. If they took out the entirety of E-Arena, Yangon would have made it. Need to get themselves into placements range now, though.
I honestly think that's what they were debating as well. You can see kind of the difference in the 2 players that were further up, almost feeling like if they went for that one, it would have been worth the risk and reward potential. Falcons back over onto Alter Ego, giving as good as they get, with Nunshin also looking to see if they can snatch away some points from this.
Falcons actually not playing a terrible game right now over towards the south side. They are roaming, they are making sure they keep track of a lot of the players coming through. The circle will start to push E-Arena in. Now for Yangon Galacticos, this is less of a matter about battling against E-Arena and more of a case of battling against Horror stealing away these eliminations.
It's Myrna and SayCloud that have basically just had to prevent anyone sneaking in from the backline, whilst the raw focus from Romeo and co is just thrown down the hill onto E-Arena. They're finally getting what they were building into on this one and converting those knocks into full eliminations, take down the squad, mop them up, and keep those elims building. Elims, 1 single point away from beating the 128 barrier now.
So Yangon Galacticos just need to get themselves into 8. That's all they need. Krypton tries to take it up towards the Falcons, but they will swing back with the wings, blast them away with the Air Force. Now just Red Empire up top side. Can Falcons make a push through 2 teams? It will be a good result for them, and something we've not seen for quite some time.
So many nades thrown at Toshpik. Had to give up the cover he had to play with. He's trying to see if he can get an angle. Oh, if you got the shot back over, it's that backline with Narvalo and Koa. You could completely fragment the Falcons, leave them in a position where potentially they can start to take the fight to them. Silas rocks over as well, makes his rotate in the back of the buggy, looks for the peek up. They might have got the pick-me-up, sure, but can they still hold on to this ground?
Falcons looking over towards Silas, who backs straight back in towards the buggy, hits the deck. Smile with 4 elims on the side of Yangon Galacticos and looking not to let that kind of pace let up anytime soon. He wants to keep on pedaling. Myrna now setting his sights over towards Wild. It's a bit more chip damage here.
It's kind of a 3-1 split with how they're playing it as well. I mean, Myrna is going in towards Regnam. Whereas you've got Smile still just looking for the vision back over on towards Horror with two players in the center there for the quick rotate depending on where the favored fight goes. Meanwhile, Zol, the last man from Alpha, is spotted with a wrap over from 4 Thrives. Oh, Toshpik goes for the peek out, but it doesn't work. Narvalo, quick, hits that one back.
Falcons with 9 eliminations, Jackie. This is a big step up in performance from them today. Weibo as well, getting some good results in over towards 4 Thrives, who have not been thriving on that southwest side. The Falcons, they see weakness, and they'll send in.
Narvalo unloads. The Hailstorm hits onto Falak T24. Trying to scrap back, but not much that can be done as Koa will restrict and remove the potential for any comeback for T24 and Koa on that one. So goodbye 4 Thrives. Unfortunately, the Falcons might have finally come unstuck. Shots down on the 3 of the players. Only 1 man remains alive. Meanwhile, Jiggle looking for the head-to-head versus Yangon.
Gigantic game from Falcons, honestly. 11 elims, very, very nice. They won't go any further than that. Weibo Gaming looking to catch up to the Titans at the top of the lobby. Another nade sent through in the Molotov, as well as a nade towards the back, but Romeo will at least hit Jiggle with that molly. Burns him out. In the meantime, Murnat will pick up Silas. Sleepy gets lucky there on that bounce, didn't he?
For Yangon, the job is done of all they wanted to establish on this one, pushing past that 128 barrier and making it to the match point for the smash rule. They're focused now on how far can they go in this game. Strike fear into the other squads with how they've been playing.
Yangon, Romeo's down, and they're going to send in with SayCloud. No fear will be taken out. But they need another game after this one with a chicken dinner. Sky, though, from Horror, putting in the work, and Weibo still holding on that south side, Jackie. Good shot from Sky, dear me.
Really crisp stuff. Yangon have finally met their match in Horror with how they've been able to play. Wide open angles and quick shots from Sky. Murnat, though, frustrated, wants to grab even more points for them, push further up the standings, and leaves these squads knowing that if you come to the best, you better be able to strike them down.
Weibo needs to get moving, though. Like, this is a fight that they could capitalize off the back of. Yangon needs to push up the hill, and Weibo's had no influence here. Order finally looks over. SayCloud is down, and do the boys want to move over towards his way? He's gathering as much information as possible. Now with the big weapons in the back pocket, looks to put the hurt in. Ragnar with an off angle towards the back. Order jump spotting. SayCloud's still down. Might have just not seen him there.
They've both got so much utility to work with here as well. Position to provide themselves some better sight lines, get those smokes down. Nades for the engage as well. A good range of different placements in terms of where these players are. If the fight kicks off, they can get angles onto you, even if you only slightly peek back into it. Murnat inside of the vehicle, hit heavy by Order. There goes the first man.
It's good timing as well as the circle starts to push in. Brilliant timing, in fact. They can delay as much as possible, will make life very hard for Yangon.
And Power. Of course, it was Ragnar that was left as the solo so long ago. The last man representing the organization, trapped in position with he just guarding his only exit.
Yeah, just needs to worry about the blue, essentially, and that'll do the trick. Now Weibo can set their sights completely over towards Yangon Galacticos. They have a man advantage, but positioning is not great for them.
Surprised SayCloud was able to keep himself alive. He dived in behind the tree in the loot crate. There's a nade that's going to be cast towards his position, but he's topped himself back up. The heal comes through in the nick of time. Meanwhile, the shots uphill are good for damage, but the knock is confirmed onto SayCloud.
Really important knock there coming through from he on a side swipe. Murnat tries to make his way across. A very important game, not only for Yangon Galacticos, but also Weibo. 91 points. And if they win this game, they'll shoot themselves up towards the century mark, over into the 100, set themselves up for later on in the day.
So much riding on this for that team. We've been singing the praises of Order. But him and he are a lethal unit. And at the minute with that knock that came over onto Romeo as well, they've got a great advantage into this one. That's the full confirmation. Burn them down to just 2 players. Still, so much utility left to work with. That's been a difference maker for this team.
Smart plays here for 33Zs. He takes down Murnat, slowly pushing up, and another goes down. And Weibo will find themselves the second chicken dinner of the day. But the big storyline is Yangon Galacticos. They have crossed the line.
That match point, smash rule coming into effect. Oh, throughout this day, they could have a chance at the title. It's all to play for, but the intensity that will be building going into Game 3, Blank, the action is going to be palpable in that arena.
The bowstring is pulled taut right now for Weibo, and they're hoping to keep that tension in place to accentuate that gameplay. You look towards this team, they're pretty strong, but I think Yangon probably quite happy they didn't get the chicken dinner. It feels bad. Hard trying to get the second. Let's wait for the third match today over on Arundel. In the meantime, we'll be heading back over to the desk.
Level up your gaming experience with over 8 billion playlists, only on Spotify, the official audio streaming partner for the 2025 Esports World Cup.